Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and today Apple released an all-new app called Invites, or Apple Invites. It's available on the iPhone around the world and is available now for everyone. I'll leave a link in the description if you're not seeing it in search, but it is not available for iPad for some reason. After using it for a little while, it seems like it's the perfect app for an iPad as well, but for whatever reason, it's not available there. Now this particular app, if we go into it, you'll see that was the light mode icon. Here's the dark mode icon. Once we go into it, you can see any events that you already have scheduled, and then you can add events as well. In the upper left, if we tap on this, you can see any past events, drafts, events you're hosting, and events you're actually attending. So it's pretty complete as far as overall invites. Also, if we go to our icon in the upper right, you'll have your iCloud email address at the top, whether or not you want push notifications, email updates, and then you can see information about privacy and information. Let's go ahead and tap done, and let's go ahead and create an invite. Now there are a couple things you need to know about this. In order to create an invite, you must have an iCloud Plus subscription. That could be the 99-cent subscription per month, all the way up to the most expensive one. So as long as you have an iCloud Plus subscription, you can actually create an event and see the invites and everything else. However, if you don't have an iCloud Plus subscription, you can actually receive events, join events, you just can't host them. If we go into the plus option here, you'll see we have a few different options. We have the option to add a background, and I did a short about this earlier, and maybe this is why we haven't had any new wallpaper in iOS, as there's a bunch of new wallpaper here. You can pick your own photo, use the camera, use Image Playground, or choose one of their own. So you have a bunch of emoji ones. We have photographic, which is pretty nice. We have a bunch of different photos. You can select whatever you'd like, go back and edit it, adjust it, change it, or remove it. So if we want to change it to something else, or we just have colors as well. So if we want to maybe select blue, we can select a blue background. Then we have the option, like I said, you can adjust it. So if you want to pinch to crop, you can do that if you want to adjust it that way, and tap done when you're done. Now we have the event title, and under the event title, we can name it whatever we'd like, Apple Invites, and then tap return or hit return. You'll see the date and time, of course, we can adjust that, select all day, include an end time, a start time, or where it ends. So maybe we'll pick next Monday at 6 p.m. is fine, and we'll tap done. Then we can select the location where the event is going to take place, so tap on that, and then select whatever location you'd like. We'll pick Apple Park. You'll see here, Apple Park, Apple South Park, that's the Apple store close to me. Then we'll tap done. And you'll see it actually has the address here in the invite. It shows who it's hosted by, gives the weather of the location at the current time, and also directions to it. One of the really nice things at the bottom here is you can see shared albums where you can create an album or a playlist. But if you want to see weather, of course, that's for February 10th. Based on what it's supposed to be, it will update as needed. But if we scroll down, we have shared albums. We can create an album specifically for this event, and others can share to it. So if we create an album, we can name the album here, so we'll just name it whatever it is, and then we can actually add additional photos. So we'll give it a second to create. It does take a moment to do that. You'll see now it says shared album, and we have some icons where there could be photos, and we could add photos from the event or add some to begin with. So I've just added a few different photos. We can actually comment on those photos, and we can share the album as well. So you'll see that here. We'll go ahead and post those, and you'll see them here. We can also post a shared playlist within the event as well. So if we go to add playlist, we could just pick a new playlist, I guess, if we want that, and then you can listen to it right here. And you'll see now that we have the playlist, of course, we can change it, and when the event is live, we'll be able to play it. But it doesn't look like you can do that until the event is live. Now we have a couple different options. In the upper right, we can add additional guests, approve guests, remove background preview, and background image description. So you'll see provide a description of your invitation's background image to make it accessible to people who use a screen reader. You can even duplicate the event or delete it entirely. Now, if we go ahead and maybe invite a guest here, we can add 1 to 5 guests or approve guests, or just add them in general. Now, if we're done with the invite itself, we can preview it in the upper right, and this is what it will look like when we send it to someone else. So it's got the invite, where it is, when it is, and people can select whether they're going, not going, or maybe, and then they can see all of the other information here with the playlist and more. Next, we'll tap Next. It'll prepare the invitation. We'll give it just a moment here. And now we can invite guests with messages, mail, share a link, or copy the link. So you can invite individuals, choose a guest this way, or maybe I'll just message someone this and see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and try that out. Now I've sent the invite to myself on a different account on a different device, and you'll see it in iMessage here. If we tap on it, it will open up in the Invites app, and then you can view the invitation. So you'll see where it is, what it looks like. We'll view the invitation, give it a second to load here. And then we can, of course, approve notifications if you don't have that enabled already. And now you can respond by saying going, not going, or maybe. If we tap on going, it should respond back to this device and let us know. So we'll just send a reply. We could add a message if we want to. And then if we go back, you'll see it says one going. It's already updated, and you can see it in your notifications here as well as soon as they respond. So it's great. You could change it here to maybe. Let's go ahead and send that reply, see what it does here, and it should change to maybe. So you'll see invites, maybe going. So it changes instantly, and then you can update it as you please if you change your mind later on. So it's a nice little update there. Let's see what it looks like on Android as well. So on the Android side, if you send someone an invite, you'll see you get the address here to go to iCloud. And if we go into it here, this is what it looks like. So it opens up iCloud.com, and it looks the same on iOS if you don't have the app installed. And it says verify email to reply. So we'll go ahead and verify an email here. Once you verify your email, you can scroll down, you can select going, not going, or maybe, see who it's hosted by, weather, and more. So just like you have in the app, but it's a web version. If I tap on going, we can submit that, and now it should be updated in the app. So if we go over to the Invites app, it actually switches back and forth between who's actually going. Now maybe you invited someone accidentally and you want to remove them. You can tap here, who's going, tap the three-dot menu, view information, allow to invite others, or remove them from the event. So you can actually specify who's allowed to invite someone else. Also, we have the option in the upper right to share it with our calendar. Tap the little icon here, and then we can add it to our calendar as an event with all the different alerts we choose. So it's sort of redundant there, but you can do that if you'd like. In the upper right, we have our three-dot menu. We could duplicate this, see the event settings, and edit. So overall, a pretty nice app. If you go back here, here's your upcoming invites. They look different. There's also haptic feedback as I scroll back and forth, so pretty nice overall. And again, you'll see past invites, past events, hosting, and attending. So pretty nice overall, and this may hint at the overall design of iOS 19. Many people have said maybe we'll get some sort of redesign. We see a lot of translucency like we do with Vision OS, which is hinted maybe to be what iOS 19 has, and it seems very similar that way. So maybe we'll see something similar to this with iOS 19 once it releases in June, at least to developers. So other than that, that's all there is for this app. A pretty helpful app, but I don't know how many people will actually use it. It definitely makes some nice invites though. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below, and of course I'll link this wallpaper in the description like I normally do. If you haven't subscribed already though, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.